Alright, what's poppin', y'all? I'm out here in Philadelphia for the weekend with my cousin.
Hi.
And I made it a point to try as many Philly cheesesteaks as I can and compare them. I'm gonna grade them from the lowest grade to the highest grade. We're about to go have some cheesesteaks right now, so let's get it. So we're actually at two spots just because they're right next to each other. It's Pat's King of Steaks and Geno's. There's like an argument on which one is like the originator of the Philly cheesesteak. We're gonna have Pat's first because like that's what we parked next to. So yeah, let's check it out. So we actually got our sandwich immediately right after we paid. So this is Pat's Philly cheesesteak. We got with the cheese whiz with some onions. Check that out. Smells pretty good. First bite. The meat's really good. The chopped steak. I'm actually impressed with the cheese whiz. Yeah.
Whiz is where it's at.
Now we're here at Geno's. Geno's, just like Pat's, like you get your steak right away. We got the same thing, whiz with onions. Oh, okay. Just judging from here compared to Pat's, I can tell that Geno's is a more chopped steak, but it's just like thinly sliced steak. Good enough for cheese whiz, not overbearing. I think that's the one thing I hate about cheese whiz. Like if it's like super over, like they really like drown.
Yeah.
Off the bat too, like this has a more like soggier bread, like less crunchy, which is like kind of what I like.
Oh, really?
So you can really taste the cheese whiz here, and I just saw that they layer both sides of the roll with cheese whiz, not just the top.
That's why.
Yeah. So if you see here, there's like on the top and on the bottom.
And the important is the bottom because that's where your tongue is touching.
Yeah. Cause what's your opinion, Geno's or Pat's?
I think I like a more structured bread. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not portable.
Yeah.
I mean, when I bite into it, I'm like thoroughly enjoying it. But you know, Pat's is more, you can bring it on the go, you know?
Right, right.
And I think maybe I like the steak flavor a little bit more on Pat's.
So I definitely recommend going to Pat's and Geno's if you're new to Philly. But for a lot of locals, they always consider this place like just a touristy spot. This is a very good entry level into good cheesesteaks. But in my opinion, in terms of quality for both, I like the meat and the cheese whiz of Pat's, but I like the bread of Geno's. But that's just my opinion, you know? My opinion!
So, legend has it is that there was an epic feud between Pat's and Geno's way back when. And at the height of their feud, they found out that they were half brothers.
Wait, is that really?
No, bro.
Oh, wow. Like, get out of here.
But how much drama would that be?
We out here in Tony Luke's. Got cheesesteak with the works. I'll look at it. Peppers, onions. What else we got? Mushrooms. Oh, good. Sharp provolone's on point. I like it. It's not overwhelming in terms of like the cheese and garnishes in the meat. Alright, final verdict of Tony Luke's. I didn't want to talk out loud inside the restaurant. Or technically, it's weird. It was like outside, but still inside because it was like a tent type situation. I don't know. COVID. I like that there's not too much fat in the meats and the garnishes like onions. But I do think the meat itself was a little bit so it could have been cooked a little bit more well done, like a little bit crispier. I do think the sharp provolone was a really nice touch.
So you like a crispy meat?
Steak has to be medium rare.
Yes.
And then burgers has to be medium well. But then in terms of a thin brisket, they use brisket, right? I forgot what they use. I feel like it should be well done. By the way, I don't know if I told you, my very first job was a Philly cheesesteak restaurant.
Wait,
Yeah,
circling
in the mall,
that?
In the mall, yeah.
No!
It's called Charlie's.
Oh, so you know your cheesesteaks then?
I guess so.
Was it crispy then?
Yeah, but still try Tony Luke's, is really good. Highly recommended.
South Philly, Oregon Avenue.
Alright, now we're here at Barclay Prime where they sell a super bougie Philly cheesesteak that's $130. It has Wagyu ribeye, foie gras, onions, truffle cheese whiz on a fresh baked sesame roll. I think that's the only thing we're gonna get.
Most importantly, these fancy little lights.
But it does come with a half bottle of champagne. I don't know how it's... Oh, hi, sorry. So that's the truffle cheese whiz, the Wagyu beef, and they split into 4s, so we don't have to worry about it.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Sesame bun.
And medium here, drop a little touch right in the center. Yep, that's fine.
That's really good. I bet the freaking like cheesesteak stands.
Yo, just try a piece of meat. It's like butter.
I'm honestly thoroughly impressed by how good this sandwich is.
I'm usually such a snob, but opposite, like stingy, but this is good.
Back at Ching's apartment, I waited until we got here to give my review on Barclay Prime, or our review of Barclay Prime. I think it's very worth it. Obviously, the price is debatable for $130, but you have to keep in mind the quality of the Wagyu beef. I'm sure it's not A5, but I think it's probably up in the upper like quality of like A2, A3. Also the preparation of the truffle butter cheese whiz, the foie gras, and the bread, as well as the meticulous preparation of the sandwich itself. Because of how it's prepared, I was impressed by the bread with like the fatty meat.
Yeah.
That it had a very like integral structure to it.
It did, but it was still soft, but it wasn't like collapsing in the you know, sometimes the juices make it collapse, but I think because they toasted it before, like the juices were locked into the meat and not seeping into the bread. I
would actually recommend anyone to try it
if they can.
Yeah, and I honestly have this opinion that if you eat at Barclay Prime and not get the cheesesteak, then you're just bougie in general, because all the items was really expensive. Like I got a crab cake as an appetizer and it was $22 for one crab cake that was like this big. And
when you tasted the cheese at first, it has like a little some like it was aged a little bit.
Yeah, actually going on the cheese, like it's not as light and moving as regular cheese was. I think it held like a more solid like viscosity in terms of the cheese.
It did. It was like actually real cheese when cheese whiz is like you don't know what it is. Like this was real cheese, but just very soft.
So probably like obviously the cheese whiz is made in-house, so I think that's why the sandwich just costs so much. But really good, again, Barclay Prime in the Rittenhouse district or neighborhood of Philly. Our next spot for cheesesteaks is D'Alessandro's. I guess like if you're a local, D'Alessandro's is the place. Like Passanginos, like they say it's like the touristy spot, but like this is like where it's at. So I'm looking forward to eating it and I'm still hungry, you feel me? So let's do it. Oh shoot! This is a fatty.
This is a hefty boy.
Off the bat, this is like more stuff than like all the usual other cheesesteaks, but
I mean, look at the fried onions right there.
The integrity of the Philly cheesesteak is like pretty good. Oh yeah, I got roasted green peppers on this too. I feel them on my pants. These are good.
What you think? Oh, I'm so excited!
The chopped steak is like
a good mince.
On point. Yep. The bread's good.
And that's saying a lot because we just came from Barclays, and so that's like a comparison of it. So this is holding up on its own then? Yeah. Yo, D'Alessandro's! Oh, I love how messy it is.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, that bread, the ratio is good.
It's good.
Sorry, that's solid. That's solid.
It's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're here at Angelo's Pizzeria where they also serve cheesesteaks. Ching's friend recommended us to try it, so we just got it right now. About to check it out. Go right there. So
okay.
Here it is. It was recommended for us to get the Cooper sharp cheese.
Apparently. Obviously fried onions. I see some sesame on the bread.
It's a chopped steak. Looks nice. Cool. Soft, warm bread. I like it. Yeah, it's an interesting French roll. A lot of breading. This one's really good.
Dang!
The Cooper sharp cheese.
What does that even mean?
And the onions. This was nice. And it's like the bread's amazing too. Crunchy but chewy on the outside, and then still holds the integrity. This is good. So shout out to your friend for the recommendation. Cheese is really good, right?
Dang it. That's
Why'd you say dang it?
Because it's so good. The meat, the cheese, bro,
it's
and
good.
The breading.
It's good.
Dang, that's good.
Alright y'all, so this is the part where my cousin and I rate all the cheesesteaks that we had. We ate at 6 different restaurants, so we are going to start with the lowest to the #1 spot. So cuz, what is your number 6 spot?
Geno's.
Why is that?
Because
That's so surprising. Okay.
because even though I appreciated that there was whiz on both sides, I thought the meat was underwhelming and I thought the bun was too soft. I like my buns like I like my men, soft on the inside but hard on the outside. This was just soft all over. You can't have that. So there you go, Geno's number 6. Sorry, not sorry.
My number 6 is actually Tony Luke's, and actually my whole thing is like the bun was too hard, not just on the outside but also on the inside as well.
You
Where
don't want that
it wasn't warm and moist enough for it to be chewable. I thought the meat was underwhelming as well, but I did like the sharp provolone. Overall, it was like a solid sandwich, but it was like lowest for me. So my number 5 is actually Pat's. Yeah, king of steaks. I thought overall like this sandwich was really good, but I thought the bun to meat to cheese ratio was a little bit small. I thought they could add like a little bit more meat, but I think Pat's might be considered like a fast serving cheesesteak restaurant where you order and you just get it right away.
Mine was Tony Luke's because
Okay.
I do appreciate the structure of the bun. So I didn't think it was too hard. I thought it was just enough structure to hold that meat. I thought the meat had a good ratio, and I kind of liked that it wasn't chopped so finely, so you can like taste the meat, but it was a little tougher. You are so right.
Okay.
And I totally forgot that we got that with sharp provolone, which I'd never gotten. So that was a cool addition too.
Cool. And what's your number 4?
Number 4 is Pat's. Pat's because
Close.
the meat, I think the meat flavor of Pat's is pretty good.
It was good.
Right? And it was pretty tender. So meat wise it was yummy.
Yeah.
You're so right though that there's not a lot of meat to bun.
Right.
But bun is so important for me. I know I keep harping on it, but it had good structure to it. Which was too hard for you, I thought? What would you say?
I thought the bun was pretty good, the roll.
Yeah.
So my number 4 is actually Geno's. And the reason why I like Geno's, like not only is the bread soft, but I did appreciate the fact that the cheese whiz was on the top and the bottom. Okay, this is the thing. I think the Geno steak is really good, but I still think Pat's steak was chopped a little bit better, but I still put Geno's on top of it, so that's why it's my number 4.
Okay.
Yeah. My number 3 is D'Alessandro's. I thought D'Alessandro's was really good with the cheese whiz, with the roasted peppers. It was very filling. I think the ratio from meat to the bun was really good. I thought the bread was really good. I was really impressed by how much it held the integrity of all like the fats of the meats and the cheeses and the mayos and everything like that. So that's my number 3.
Because you are speaking so many truths into my soul, because I think number 3 is D'Alessandro's too.
Hey, okay.
Yes. It was very just generous portions.
Yeah.
Like so much filling, but not too overwhelmingly so. Like the bread still held its own. Great structure, still soft on the inside, generous AF portions. Love it, D'Alessandro's.
D'Alessandro's really good.
Good flavor of the meat too.
I think judging by how our rating goes, I think our 2 and 1 are the same. So is our number 2?
Wait, let's say it. Oh shoot.
Oh, fuck. I already said it.
Angelo's.
So Angelo, like surprisingly, because Angelo's is like known for as a pizzeria that serves a cheesesteak, but their cheesesteak is actually really, really good.
And it was a wild card.
Yeah,
we were like, yo, let's go because of Iraq. Thank you again.
Yeah, I was really impressed by the meat, the Cooper Sharp cheese?
Cooper Sharp, whatever that is.
Yeah, I've
bro.
never heard of that cheese ever.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like it had its own flavor, like but not overwhelmingly so, right?
Yeah, I did appreciate the seeded bun and the extra, I guess like it was like kind of crummy a little bit.
Yes.
But it still held a good integrity. I felt like I didn't really look inside the bun. I feel like they might have hollowed the inside of the roll a little bit just to make sure it holds in the meat and the cheese a little bit better.
I felt like it was a possibility too that they made like those rolls in-house because they were so good, right? And they were still so fresh. It was really good.
Yeah, it was awesome. And our number 1, I think everyone expected this to be our number 1. So our number 1, we'll say it 3, 2, 1. Barclay Prime. Again, the price is overwhelming, but like
we're poor.
It's really good. It's really, even though we split it, fantastic, like worth it. I think the meticulous preparation is what made the unison of the cheesesteak foundation really good.
Perfect marbling.
I don't think perfect marbling because I don't think the Wagyu was A5. Again, I would say like the Wagyu was probably like A2 or A3, but still in the A class. It was made to perfection to well done. Again, if you have the money and if you're down to split it with another person, definitely get Barclay Prime. It's really worth it.
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, so that's it for this video, cuz I appreciate you coming with me, trying all these cheesesteaks out, especially with my first weekend here in Philly. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You know, if you're ever in Philly, try out all these cheesesteak spots. I highly recommend trying any place that we tried. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that's it for the video. Alright, peace out, y'all. Boom.